All right. Hopefully, y'all go back out and come back in.
There you go. You got it. What you got to do?
Go back out and go back in.
I was gonna ask you.
Go back out and come back into the
Probably was stuck in that position. Move this back so we can cover it. Right. Camille says she can see us both. Okay. Can you hear us, Camille? Can you hear us? Camille, can you hear us?
There we go.
Can you hear us?
Okay, I can see you. Okay, they email. No, I didn't get to the email.
Okay.
I ain't had time to email. Thank you.
She can hear both of us.
Let me see if everybody gonna come back. I told everybody to go out and come back in.
Please come back in.
So when you schedule it, it doesn't give you that option to.
So you have to just go live.
Just go live, yeah.
Okay.
Now the Facebook is not
Can
live.
you just
I don't know why.
reach out and say, hey, we're gonna go live, and then come out, and then go live on the time you said? Can that happen? Without making an appointment?
All right. Yeah. It allowed me to do it after I had to go back out and come back in. Thank you. Let's wait for everybody else. Facebook, I don't think I'm gonna be able to go live on Facebook because it's not allowing me to do it. And I don't know why. So. All right, I'm gonna wait for some people to come in. What you doing, Ben?
Just transferring some stuff on my email. I ain't got to be on a rush, so I'll let you know.
Okay, so you can hear us, see us, and all that jazz. I'll make sure I see everything. Camille, you the only one that came back, look like. Hopefully everybody else will go back out and come back in. If you are here, say hi to us. Don't come into our house and be rude. Speak, say hi, how are you? Thank you, Camille. I see 8 people. Come into the house, say hi.
Come into the house of the Lord. Yeah, in the house of the Lord. I'm sorry, y'all. I got it. Hey, love y'all. Face by Raquel. Raquel?
See Raquel? Raquel.
It ain't Rachel. Rachel.
Hey, Sheila.
Oh my goodness.
She said I've been backsliding.
Yeah, don't feel bad. We all been backsliding.
It's just one of them things. All right. Y'all, sorry for the technical difficulties. It's been a long time, so YouTube have done a lot of things that we were not really updated on. All right. Who we have in the house? Sheila.
Oh, Sheila.
Raised by, is that Raquel? Raquel?
Yes,
It's Raquel. Raquel. There we go. What's up, Keisha? It's been a long time. It has been a long time. We miss you guys too. Took a vacate from social media. Trust me, we understand.
Yeah.
We gotta do that sometimes. Sometimes we have to unplug.
It's best to do it all the time.
Just unplug.
Yeah, I would say it's best to do it all the time. Just give yourself a break on stuff.
You gonna be on your phone? You gonna talk?
No, I was trying to really look for something, but I can't. I can't remember the because I was gonna bring that up in our in a conversation, but I can't remember where I saw it from. And I'm bad about that. I see certain things, but oh man, I need to. Turns out I want to send some things to you, and I forgot.
Well, you guys, it's a pleasure being able to see you guys again. Well, you guys see us, we don't see you. However, we know that you are here. Hopefully,
really see
everybody.
See them old repeat video?
Y'all see us now, right? I'm talking about now. They don't.
Oh.
We can't see y'all, but y'all can see us now. You all right, baby? You all right?
Yeah, it's been a minute. I don't understand what's going on here.
Just be yourself. Ain't nothing different.
I feel like a long lost drug addict.
It's been a long time, y'all. So we try to get acclimated back into the swing of things. How y'all been? Before we get into anything, how have y'all been? It's been a lot going on our end. For those who don't know, I just came by the hospital. That was a scare. But I'm back. I'm good. Feel better. Comedy out in effect.
Not yet.
He's still trying to get himself together.
Hey Sheila, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I don't even know what's going on. If I'm having an out-of-body experience or something or what. I guess because it's been a while since we did it.
He has changed, y'all. He's transformed, so he don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to balance this out.
Is it cricket? Is it cricket? That's good. Is it cricket? We're good.
Hey, listen, I don't want to get too radical because I may carry on to my personality as we get out of this video.
Personality don't change.
Hey, sometimes we do.
Thank you, Sheila. I am doing well. Absolutely.
What y'all been up to? What's been going on with y'all? I mean,
thumbs up, you guys. If you come in, say hi to us.
We only got 11 people, so we need a thumbs up for 11 people.
Thumbs up. Tell us who you are. Don't come into the house and don't introduce yourself. Don't say hi. That's rude.
Yeah.
Come on.
When you enter into a room, you're always supposed to say hello.
Hi.
The
how
first
are you?
one that enters the room always supposed to be the one to engage the conversation or the greeting. Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
It's been a long time.
Especially when people got their
Thank you
time.
guys for hitting the likes button. That's how the algorithm know that people want to see the video.
Yeah.
You know how
If they don't have no likes in here, they won't post our video.
Nope.
They ain't gonna do it anyway. We're already, like one of them.
If you have any questions,
Okay.
get your questions. We're gonna do some Q&A today as well. For those who are new and you're looking at the replay, hi, my name is Marshall, and this is.
V.
You don't know his name.
Hey girl, I couldn't even remember how I used to say it.
Talking about some Deacon Doctor.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I used to say the Deacon Dr. Vito, didn't I?
Yeah, babe, really? It's been that long.
Yeah, it's the Deacon Dr. Vito. That's right. I'm an amen.
Hey, Chantel.
I'm an
Hey,
amen.
Chantel.
Chantel. Where's Chantel at?
That's Chantel.
That's how you know?
All right. So technically, we do have something we want to say. However, I'm not trying to rush anything because we don't be tripping. He's trying to get acclimated, so I'm trying to get him time to.
I just feel like when you come in, like, say for instance, you ain't seen somebody in a while, right? You don't really just start saying, okay, so, you kind of get the atmosphere right before you start getting into the depth of certain things that you want to talk about, or, things that
Well, I've been talking to him. You ain't been talking to him. I've been on the community talking to him.
Is there such thing as an introvert, extrovert at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's me, y'all.
Can y'all hear him?
That's me.
Because he's talking low. Can you hear him? Can y'all hear him?
Can y'all,
bring it up some.
Can y'all hear me?
Let's bring it up some.
There you go. You hear me? You hear me
I
talking?
asked him if he want to come live today. He said, yeah, now he tripping.
Oh, what is that? I'm here. If I didn't want to be live, I wouldn't be here, so I'm here. See?
What's yes? You can hear him?
What is Face by Rocket? What does that mean? I really want to know what that means. Faced by Raquel. You faced by Raquel. What that mean?
All right, you guys.
See, when I ask questions, now she want to move on.
You just asking questions just to be.
No, I really want to know what that means. How you gonna say I'm just asking questions? We ask questions. I really want to know what that means. That's all. Just when people pop up their names up there, I would love to know what where they get that from. Faced by Raquel. That's interesting. I would love to know what that means. But anyway, go ahead, baby.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready for us to chit chat today? Y'all have your questions for us?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, y'all can hear us very well.
Right.
Do we have anybody on Facebook? I don't know if we have anybody on Facebook.
I'm a makeup artist and so anything to do with the face. Oh.
I can't get a lot. So
Okay.
no Facebook.
That's interesting, babe. She said she's a makeup artist.
Oh, you're a makeup artist. Okay. You gonna do my face
I
for
was
me?
gonna answer how was my makeup.
Jeez.
You see my makeup? I got makeup on.
All right.
Can you tell?
All right, you guys. I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and I want you guys to type very fast and answer this question. All right. When you hear rebound relationships, what do you think of? What does that mean to you? Rebound relationship. Babe, while they're typing, what does that mean to you? Rebound relationship.
Rebound relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That means to me that you once had a relationship with somebody
Uh-huh.
and you have a falling out with them or something like that. And then you attach yourself to someone else because you're so used to having a relationship. You have a desire to go look for a relationship with someone, so you will kind of like give yourself to another relationship without really doing a vetting. Because you're so emotional, caught up in your emotion because of that last relationship. So now that other person is getting your friendship, an imitation of your friendship to them, because your heart is really towards the person who you used to have a relationship with. So that person's sort of like a rebound.
Okay. When you say rebound in basketball, what does rebound mean in basketball?
It means grab the ball.
That's it?
Yeah,
That's all it means?
That's
Okay.
all.
So I have one, Keisha says, going back to something old. Okay. Camille says, if one person rejects, then they go to the one who will actually want them like an option. Sheila says, transition relationship to get over another relationship. Okay. What's up, Leo?
Shit! 1978! God damn!
Hey, Bo!
Uh-oh.
Finally. Hurrying up to get something before you heal. Okay. Okay. So I have a story. Butterpup, really?
Butterpup, go get on your bed.
Yeah, with that baby. He's making all that noise.
Okay, well, he still need to go get on his bed. Go get on your bed, man.
Making all that noise. Just
Go
chick,
ahead.
chick, chick, chick.
Get on your bed. Don't look at me like that. Just go get on your bed.
I was laying in the bed the other day,
Thank you.
and this came to my mind. What if you thought or missed out on a relationship because you thought it was a rebound, but it was a redirect? I'm going to break it down for you in a few minutes.
That was a rebound.
You thought it was a rebound,
Well, it was a rebound.
but it was a redirect. And I'm going to tell you the difference between the two so that you won't look at one thinking it's the other and miss out on what you thought something was, but it really wasn't. Sounded confusing? I know. We're going to get there. What's up, Jay? She said, hello. What's up, Jay? What's up, Latrice? All right. So for those who are just coming in, we're asking everyone to put down, what do you think rebound relationship means? So if you haven't put that down yet in the comments, put it in the comments. What do you think rebound means? All right.
Now can I say this? Are you going to tell us based on your experience of what you
Yes.
believe what the rebound this is was pertaining to you?
Yes. Why?
Well, people have different definitions of what they believe what rebound is. That's what I was asking.
So this is what was given to me. When Vito and I first got together, Vito actually proposed to somebody else before he proposed to me. Am I right, babe? Yes or no? Yes or no? Don't explain it. Yes or no?
Baby.
Yes or no? Just say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So prior to him proposing to me, he did propose to somebody else prior to me. Hold on now. Just hold your horses. I'm getting there.
You better tell this whole story right now. You know I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you now. You better tell it right. Don't make me.
And
put me out here by myself.
And I knew the person he proposed to. We all was going to the same place. We all knew each other, and I didn't know. He said, "What? We don't."
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Don't fuss at him yet. So I didn't know this until after him and I got together. So this is not something that I knew live, if you will, right? But anyway, I'm going somewhere. So just wait. I'm trying to articulate the way that it was given to me. So Vito proposed to someone prior to proposing to me. All right? I knew the person he proposed to. So when God sent Vito to me, I could have been like, So I'm option B, because you proposed to her before you proposed to me. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that rhyming? And I could have been like, you know what? No, because I'm not anybody's second choice, blah, blah, blah. Right? So take that, and I want you to put it to the side. Okay? Now, when you're driving, right? When you're driving down the street, you can go straight, you can go left, right, whatever. Let's say we're going straight. And God told you to make a right. You didn't want to make a right because you're familiar with going straight. Going straight, familiarity breeds content. Going straight, comfort zone. Going straight, that's what you're used to. Going straight, you're not afraid of, because that's what you're accustomed to. But going right, when God tells us to do something, usually 9 times out of 10, it's gonna put a little bit of fear in you. Not the fear of, oh my God, I'm scared, but the fear of the unknown. It's gonna test your faith. It's something that you're not comfortable with. It's something you're not familiar with. So change is difficult. When God tells you to do something, there's a change that comes with that. And sometimes people don't like the change because it don't feel good, right? But what if you look at it as, you know how you have your GPS on your phone and you make the wrong turn and it says what? Reroute. So you turn back around to go the right way. Although you was going straight, you were like, you know what, this was not the right way, right direction. I see all the kind of red flags. This is not for me. Let me just go back and do what God has told me to do, and then go ahead and obey. And he gives you a way of escape. And he will redirect you where he had told you to go in the beginning, where you didn't want to wait, or you didn't want to obey, or you didn't want to listen to God. Y'all following me? That is a redirection. Although, yes, he went straight to something that God didn't tell him to go to, but the one that God told him to go to, he had to reroute and make the correction and redirect. Does that make sense? So you get off the path to go on the right path. One tells you God is telling you to do X, but you did Y. You corrected yourself, redirected, and you went to obey God. Rebound is when God is telling you don't do anything, but you're doing what you want to do anyway. Does that make sense? Rebound is, I'm going to talk to this person. God didn't tell me to talk to this person, but because I don't want to be alone, because I'm afraid to be by myself, and I'm just used to being with somebody, I'm going to be with that person. They break up, and guess what? They go on to the next person. You get it? There you go, Sheila. Now they're going to the next person because, again, the same situation is the same. It hasn't changed. They're just with somebody else. God hasn't told this person to be with anybody. They have chose to be with people. They have chose to be with whomever they want to be with. That's their choosing, not God. That's what you call rebound. You're being with someone that God didn't tell you to be with. God may be telling you to be by yourself, be single, be content. And you decide, no, I don't want to be single and content by myself because I don't like being by myself. So I'm going to be with this person. That person we break up, guess what? I'm going to find myself with another person. There's no healing in between. There's no consulting God in between. There's no direction. It's just your flesh and your flesh, and your flesh wants what your flesh wants. Redirection says, God told you to go right, but because you are so used to going left or going straight, sometimes we can be creatures of habit and we're drawn to what we are comfortable with. So we continue to go where we're comfortable because we hate getting out of the comfort zone. Even when, think about the prodigal son. When he left, God gave him a way back with open arms. He didn't just throw him away and say, you know what? Well, you left and you shouldn't have left, and so you can't come back. No. God gives you a way to redirect, to obey him. So what if I would have said, well, babe, you already proposed to somebody. So I don't want you because you proposed to somebody. And I could have missed out, like you said, I could have missed out on my blessing because I'm thinking to myself, well, he should have waited for me. He should have proposed to me and not proposed to somebody else first. But there was some gap in between. So don't think he just one day went and proposed to somebody and the next day he proposed to me. That's not how it happened. I'm just giving you a scenario. When that was you proposed to somebody else, babe? 20?
That was my girlfriend.
And 20 what? I didn't ask you. I just asked you what year.
But you got to put that in there. That was my girlfriend.
Of course, if you propose to her, she got to be your
right,
girlfriend.
Okay.
They know that. They're not stupid.
Well, I don't care. I need to still say it.
Okay. So you proposed to your girlfriend.
Because Negroes are crazy. Negroes will propose to you without you even being their girlfriend.
Okay, so.
That was in 2004? No, 2000 and
Anyway, it was some time.
5 to 6, something like that.
There was some time in between.
Yeah, 2006.
Before him and I met, and he proposed to me.
Yeah, 2006.
So it wasn't like he proposed to her, yesterday, and then proposed to me the next day. It wasn't like that.
I didn't even know Marshall like that.
I'm just saying, in general, sometimes you may think someone is coming to you out of a rebound, but it could be a redirection. Or you may think, oh, you know what? That is so sweet. He liked me. No, it's a rebound because God didn't tell him to approach you. You have to know the difference. I remember back in the day when I used to go out to the club back in the day, how many club people we used to have back in the day?
Don't stop.
And don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get with it. And, back in the day, hope I don't offend anybody, but I'm talking about myself. My best friend at the time, she was, y'all call him Redbone, very light skinned back in the day, that was in,
We still call him Redbone.
So men, or boys should I say, used to approach her. At any time she would turn them down, guess what? Then they'll turn to me, you want to dance? I was like the rebound person. Oh, she said no, so you're going to ask me instead of asking me first. It's sort of like that. That's like a rebound. Or someone that have come to you and they say, hey, you want to go out? Nah, But you remember so-and-so said they want to go out with you, but you really don't want to go out with them, but you're going to ask them anyway, only because you got rejected. We have to know the difference between rebound and redirection.
And also, don't get so offended if you may feel like you're a rebound person, because there could be them operating in disobedience, and now they operating in obedience. You can still
that's redirection.
You can still miss your blessing, but you still have to be in the spirit too, like to be able to know that okay, I'm not looking at it like that. Pride can kick in,
right?
And just like you said, a person can feel that way. They can be like, well, since you didn't choose me first, oh well, I'm never mind then. And some people get like that.
Exactly.
Some people do that for real.
And that's why I say don't get it twisted or don't get it confused.
Hey, Deborah Scott.
What's up, Deborah Scott? So
Long
you
time.
may think it is a rebound, but it could be a redirection. But you also want to make sure the rebounding is not what you also fall for.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's say you're in a situation where there is a rebound and you want to be in the right position. You want to make sure that, now, you know what, God, you're not telling me to be with anybody. You're not telling me to redirect anybody. Now what do you want to do? You resign. So I'm giving you 4 R's today. So you got rebound, redirect, and now you want to resign. Resign means quitting your own agenda. That's it. Quitting your own agenda, quitting what you think that you should be doing, quitting what you think who you should be with, quitting the person you know, I think I want to be with that person, and you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and position myself. Just quit, resign. Give God the papers and say, God, you know, I quit doing it my way and I'm ready to do it your way. And the last R, it's not gonna be long. The last R is restoration. Now God can restore you and then put you back on the right path where He has for you. Whether that's in a relationship or doing something else outside of a relationship. At least now you have been refocused. God is redirecting you wherever that may be in life. And now that you're walking in the purpose of God, you understand the definition between rebound and redirection. And not to miss your blessing because you're thinking one looks like the other. Yep. But you also have to be in the spirit, like my baby said. You got to be in the spirit to know which one is this. Because if not, I could have easily said, no, babe, you should have proposed to me first. You should have waited for me first. When God is like, no. He's just redirecting you to go the way that I've told you to go in the first place, but you decide to do it your way.
Can I say something? Can I ask this question? Mm-hmm. What would be... out of all the gifts that God gives you, right? Mm-hmm. Being single, you have a relationship with God, you're content in your relationship with God, but also, you know, you, like anybody else, no one wants to be lonely for the rest of their life. You know, you want a husband or a wife, right? Right. What would be the most important gift that a single person needs to have, possess, operate? It has to be something that they do every day. What is the best gift that you can have as a child of God? I'm asking that question to some of you. What is the best gift that you think that you can have that would keep you afloat, right? Mm-hmm. That would keep you from so easily to be deceived even by your own emotions or by your own passion, by your own desire.
All right, he gave y'all a question. Also, which one of the R's are you guys in? Redirection, rebound, resign, or restoration? Okay, Afro Babe said discernment. Mm-hmm. Camille says wisdom, the mystery of God. Mm-hmm. Jay says a relationship with God. Mm-hmm. Faced by Raquel says wisdom.
All right. The true answer.
In celibate.
Somebody said
celibate.
The true answer is discernment.
Who got it right? Ding, ding,
the true
ding,
answer
ding,
is discernment. Remember.
Afros.
Discernment is the gift that causes you to examine yourself. Mm-hmm. Yourself. You can discern with the gift of discernment. It gives you the ability to discern whether or not you are operating in your emotions, you're operating in your flesh, or if you are operating in the spirit. And it also does the other part of it. It protects you from giving in to the enemy who's trying to deceive you and pull you in that area of sin or in that area. If you think about it, discernment is the greatest gift when it comes to being gifted with something, because it is a protective mechanism that that basically says, okay, you want to walk right in the eyes of God, right? And remember, discernment is really what helps you stay obedient. Discernment helps you say, if you have discernment, that to the 10th power or 100% helps you stay obedient. Why? Because discernment is the gift that says, nah, don't do that because that's not God. Or don't do that because God told you don't do that. Or that's the devil trying to, that person who just called you on the phone, that was an enemy using them to try to get you to. That's, to me, discernment is the most powerful gift because it helps you recognize. Remember, it helps you recognize you staying in walking right in the eyes of God, staying obedient, but also it helps you recognize when the enemy is trying to deceive you. Because this is how we fall. We fall with our discernment. We fall because we're not discerning. Why? Because anytime a person get comfortable and they get complacent, they kind of get relaxed. What happens? Your discernment mechanism, you let that wall down. And when you let that wall down, you're not realizing that at the moment that you're letting that wall down, you're really opening up yourself to be deceived. Because now you don't have that discernment wall up anymore. But if you keep that discernment wall up and you keep it continually leveled over your face where you can kind of just see just a little bit, and every now and then you're allowing that Holy Spirit to say, don't do that. Don't do this. That's the enemy trying to trap you. Hey, that's a person that you thought that was your friend, but they're really not your friend. Hey, you need to understand that what that person just said to you, you better take an account. That's discernment. It's all about warning, giving you the knowledge that you need in order to see when the enemy, because that's the whole thing. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He never stops. He never stops trying to destroy you. He never stops trying to steal your faith. He never stops. So discernment is a key to. So I've always asked God to. Now let me tell you, when you ask this, you got to be careful. I've always asked God to sharpen my discernment. Well, you know what that's going to bring. In order for your gift to be sharpened in discernment, there's going to have to be some things that has to happen.
You got to test them discernment.
You got to test that discernment. Now it comes with a price. That's what I'm saying. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. That was good. And I want to piggyback on. I think it was Latrice. Latrice is the one that said discernment. But in order for you to have the discernment, someone said it also. You have to have a relationship with God. You can't have discernment without that. Not the right type of discernment. You have to have a relationship with God so that you will know the discernment that He gives that gift to you through relationship. Okay? Any questions? It was very short. I just want to kind of share that with you because sometimes we think like the world when it comes to words like rebound and not really understand the spiritual side of what it really is and what the enemy does, because he's not an originator. He's a counterfeit, and he always would take something and he would spin it to make it something negative when God has something that's really powerful in a positive way. And that's the redirection I was talking to you about. Any questions for us? What's trails? Great. She said, I had a man approach me and that discernment kicked right in. And that's when it should kick in. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Anything else, man?
No, that's all I'm going to have. I mean, let's see if they got any questions that they need to ask sometime.
Anything you want to add? You want to say?
No, I said what I need to say.
Wow. Oh, trials. Okay, I got you. All right, why I say trails? Okay, trials. I got you. I got you. Oh, Latrice, thank you for the Starbucks. She said Starbucks on me. Thank you so much for the super chat. That was so sweet. Thank you so much.
Yeah, just asking if they have any.
Any questions? What are you guys going through? Any questions? We here. We don't have to pick up the baby until 5, so y'all better
get us
talk
now.
to us while we can, because Vito, I like you don't want to be here today.
No, I do want to be here today.
You very calm.
I'm just hey. I'm just.
All right. What should you do if a guy likes you and you like him, but nothing happens on both ends? I'm nervous to ask him out. All right.
First of all, you should ask him out, but I'm gonna let her deal with this right.
Face by Raquel. Is this your first time watching our videos?
Live.
Okay. What should you do if a guy likes you and you like him, but nothing happens on both ends? First of all, you need to give it to God. Number 1, have you prayed about it? Did you go to God and say, God, is this the husband you have for me? Have you consulted your father first? These are the prerequisites before you even think about entering into approaching somebody, going out with somebody. God, am I wasting your time? The purpose you have for my life. So that will be the first thing. And then wait for God to answer you. Secondly, you don't approach. You don't. That's just this is Marshall, the book of Marshall. Mm-hmm. He who findeth a good thing. All right. I didn't approach Vito. Yes, I had feelings for him that came, and I gave it to God, and God took it away. But I didn't approach him. God touched him to approach me. That's the order. I don't care what the world says. They can say what they want to say. I really don't care. Obviously, it's not working for the world. We see that. But Vito came to me. Even though I had feelings for him, I didn't go to him with those feelings. I went to God for those feelings. God, I'm your daughter, I'm your child, and I have these feelings for your son. What do I do with these? Let it die. And if it's meant to happen, I resurrect it. And he did 3 months later. That's when he approached me. So if it's God will touch his heart to come to you. You should not be pursuing anything. He should not be pursuing if God did not tell him to pursue. Okay? Babe?
Okay, so when a person likes you, okay, if a man likes you, all right, and you like him, a man likes you and you like him, obviously there's some form of attraction there, right? So.
No.
There's no attraction there?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Okay. You asked me, so I'm like, no, man. Yes.
The one thing I would say is this. Through revelation that I got, and I understand certain things, and sometimes I don't. I always use Adam and Eve as a blueprint. And that's what I was going to ask when I kept saying like, when a person say like, but I'm not going to go there because I know there's sort of like an interest in there when you're talking about you like somebody. I tell the men this, but being that this going directly to a woman, it still it's going to apply the same. I tell a woman, I said, okay, what is your reason why you want to be married? That's the first thing. Why is it that you want to be married? And I ask men this, who I talk with, I ask them why they want to be married. And they give me answers, and I always take them back to Genesis. Eve didn't have no desire to be married because she didn't even know, just like Adam. But there was a purpose, only God knows, right? So I'm not going to go into a long thing, but you have to, as a woman, you have to understand the man chooses, but the woman also has to be in the position to where she spiritually knows that this is what she's been chosen for. You know what I mean? Like, she has to have already gone through her process to know that she's been prepped and molded and being prepped and molded for this. Like, I know I'm going to college because I'm getting a degree. Why? Because in my spirit, I know that God is directing me already to go into the medical field because he wants me to be a doctor, right? These are already instructions that has been planted in this person. And that's why you have some people, they know exactly what they want to do. They know exactly what their career is. It's the same thing when it comes to being prepared by God. God puts that thing in your spirit, and he also preps and molds you and shapes you, right? At the same time, some people he don't even do that to. So now you have to ask yourself this question. Because you like this person, why do you like this person? What is this interest in this person that you like? So my thing is this, is that you definitely have to have that relationship with God first. When you have a relationship with God, I say relationship, has nothing to do with your religious organization that you attend, has nothing to do with how many times you open up the Bible, it has nothing to do with how many times you bow down and worship. It has nothing to do with none of that, because anybody can do all of that and still don't have a relationship. I'm talking about 100% relationship with God. You know how God speaks to you. You and God has developed this one-on-one connection where you know how he deals with you. You know how he speaks to you. You know the things that what God don't want you to do and what God don't want you to get participated in. So it's all about your relationship with God. That's the first thing I want to say. Where is your relationship with God? Check your relationship with God first. Before you even, don't get me wrong. We are human beings. All right. I know there's a natural thing that we all do. We take an interest in things. We take an interest in people. We like what we see. We know what we like what we see, and what we see we do like it. But I would say this is that the liking part, when you like someone from a male perspective, this is how a man likes a woman. He looks at her and he sees how she looks, right? He sees how she walks. He sees how she dresses. He sees how she carries herself. And she look nice. That's the liking part of a man. That a natural man, that's what he does. Okay? So if you showing your booty, if you showing your boobs, if you dressing in a, what you call it, babe? What kind of way? Provocative way. His liking to you may be totally different from your liking to him. That's why it's important to have what? Discernment, relationship with God, because all of that will kick in. And then the Holy Spirit will say, you know why he like you? Because this is what you had on today. You know why he like you? Because this is what you look like today. This is how you presented yourself to this person. Men think differently. Listen, men who don't have a relationship with God thinks differently from a woman who do have a relationship with God. And even men who have a relationship with God may think differently from a woman who has a relationship with God. Men have to be consecrated. Men have to be delivered. Men have to go through a process of healing. Men have to go through finding out who they are as a man. Men have to go through having a relationship with God first. Adam had a relationship with God first before Eve came into the picture. Before Eve was even created out of Adam, Adam was already here. He had already developed this relationship with God before even God said it is not good for you to be alone. So what you have to ask yourself a question is, my liking him the same as him liking me? And all of these things will transpire, or all of these things will come into, and the answers will come if you go before God and say, God, what is this? Why is it that I'm attracted to this person? Why do I like him? What is the purpose of me liking him? Is this flesh? Is it because of what I assume what he looks like, or him looking like a certain way? Does it articulate to how his heart really is? Because he may look nice, may dress nice, but is his heart tore up? All of these things must be asked when you're talking about someone liking you of the opposite sex. You have to ask these questions, because if you don't ask these questions to God and you don't have a relationship with God, first of all, you're going to go ahead and give yourself to that person just because they like you. That person, a man knows exactly what to say. Listen, an immature man who don't have a relationship with God knows exactly what to say to a woman in order to appease her, or to really, per se, get her guard down, or for her to operate in her emotions. Any man can do that. But you have to understand that his liking you may be different from you liking him. I say it may be. Or your liking may be different from what he liking you. So you have to have that relationship with God in order to say, okay, God, I need for you to dissect this thing up under your spiritual microscope. You tell me, why is it that I like him? And I guarantee you, God will give you an answer. God will give you the right answer, and he gonna give you the truth. Now, is either you like him because you got a fleshly desire to be with somebody, he gonna tell you. You liking him because it's something about his aura. It's something that you can't picture. You don't understand why, but you're attracted to him. He gonna tell you. But trust me, if it got something to do with flesh, he gonna tell you. And what I mean, if it's something to do with a lust that is in you, because you're afraid to be alone, or because you want to have a companion, you want to be with somebody because you're tired of being single. All your girlfriends got somebody, but you don't have nobody. All of that will be exposed if you ask him the question. Just ask him the question, and he will tell you, and be open to be able to receive the answer when he tells you.
I do want to comment on something that you said, Raquel, is that you say you talked to God, and one day I was thinking of what I wanted in a husband, and God told me I'll see him, and I didn't think of it and went to Zumba, and he was there. And you said, yes, I trust that God will do it. And then you said that your friends are pretty much telling you to approach him, and you disagree and you want to wait for God. So yes, I do agree with that. You do not have to approach anyone that God has for you. God will do the approaching. I'll put it that way. God will initiate the connection. You don't have to manipulate anything. That's what the world tells you to do. Girl, put yourself out there. Girl, if you don't get yourself out there, you're going to be single forever. Girl, that's the world's way. And as you can see, the history of the world's way, I don't care if you're a celebrity and you're rich and famous, it does not last. Only thing that lasts is when God connects you. Everything through God that's what lasts, okay? Also, don't you know the enemy knows what you like?
Absolutely.
The enemy, if you're anything like me, I was a heathen way before I became a child of God. So he knew my likes, he knew my builds, he knew it and would serve it to me on a silver platter. What you think about, you attract. There was this guy, this was even before, this was after Christ. There was a guy, I was like, he is so attractive to me. Every time I looked outside, he was mowing the lawn. Every time I turned around, I saw him. And I could have easily said, you know what, because he keep on being there, Lord, and I done prayed, that must be my husband. God said, no. That's what your flesh is yearning for. Your flesh wants what your flesh wants, and it will attract it. Whatever a man thinketh, so is he. You think it, there it is. Even now, especially with the Facebooks and social media, you can't say anything. You want some lotion? Oh, there it is on your feed. Oh man, I gotta get some more dish detergent. Oh, there it is on your feed. It's right there in your face. So you have to be able to say, okay, God, yes, I may be attracted to this guy. Yes, I may like all the things about this guy. But what do you have for me? Is he the one that you have for me? Let's understand, it's not just about liking somebody. It's not just about getting with somebody. It's not just about marriage. Y'all, it's so much bigger than that. We have to go beyond what you cannot see. And that's where God comes in. He knows what you don't know. He knows the future. He knows what that person will be like. You know, when you first meet somebody, oh, they real nice and sweet. But then all hell break loose when you're with them for a long period of time. And then people around here, they end up getting killed over somebody they thought was real sweet. So you have to take it very seriously when someone says, girl, ain't no big deal, just approach them. So now you done got your heart intertwined with this person that God never intended for you to be with. And now you're going through hell, and now you're crying, and now your heart's broken, and now you're going through. All because we will not trust God and let God be the one. I'm telling you, when God told me to stop dating, who does that? The world do not tell you to stop dating to find. Stop dating, girl, to find your husband. Girl, don't date no more than you. It doesn't even make sense. That's how God operates. Lean not into your own understanding. It's not supposed to make sense. All God tells you to do is trust him and lean. Don't try to understand it, because it's hard to understand with this flesh. But it wasn't until I obey God and stop dating, he sends my husband. That's so opposite from what the world tells you. The world says, girl, go after what you want, girl. Go get your man, girl. And that man right here end up being a monster later. You got to be careful. It's not just about getting in a relationship. Marriage is an assignment. And if this assignment is not meant for you, you better leave it alone. It's not as easy as you may think.
You always want to be chosen.
I'm telling you, I have seen people go through. It is not easy. This is not easy. So everyone wants to be married, but people don't want to go through the work. And you got to understand, people evolve. Some for the good, some for the bad. And if God has not put you together, the challenges and the struggles that will come with it, you will not be able to, you will have a foundation.
Yeah.
You will not stand. So everyone that comes to our channel, we talk opposite from where the world talks. And that's why YouTube don't like us too much. So that's why they will not share our channel. That's why they won't push our videos, because we don't talk about, girl, go in and do your thing and do this and do that. No, if it's not lined up with what God is telling us, we can't promote it. So yes, you have peer pressure. You may want to also check your circle. Because there's nobody in my circle that's going to tell me,
girl, you need to pursue.
Girl, you need to pursue. Check your circle. I have a small circle, but it's powerful. And they all have discernment and they have a relationship with God.
If that circle ain't telling you to wait on God and they telling you to pursue, that's the enemy. Yeah. I ain't saying they the devil.
They're being used.
I'm just saying they being used by the enemy and to push. Why? Because when you say I like someone, that is an emotional.
It's flesh. It's emotional.
It is an emotional tool, not a tool. It's an emotional.
It's a feeling.
Never obey and operate nor move on your emotional feelings when it comes to you your flesh want to be satisfied. Because remember, that's your flesh want to be satisfied. when you're saying, I like. When you like something, think about it. I like steak. Matter of fact, I got some steak over there I'm finna cook. I like steak. This flesh likes what it likes, and it desires to do what it wants to do. And 10 times out of 10, it's always going to choose to do whatever it is that's going to satisfy it. So if you like something, that means that that person is exactly what you like. So the enemy is very tricky. He puts in front of you what you like.
I'm gonna dangle that thing right up in the
He does those things because his objective is to deceive you. His objective is to get you further away from the destination and the purpose that God wants to take you. He knows. Now, he may not know specifically the assignment on our lives per se, because our Father doesn't share secrets with him about us, because his relationship with us is just the same as with you. Your Father loves you so much where he's not going to give the enemy any ammunition to deceive you even more.
Yeah.
So everyone, it says, in James, everyone, every man, when he's driven by his own lust, and enticed when lust has been conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and when sin is finished, it bringeth forth death. So you are pulled away by what you lust after, what you like, what really what you gravitate to. So the enemy knows that. You got to remember, in your circle with the girls that you deal with, I'm pretty sure y'all talked about what type of guy that y'all like. You don't think he was present? You don't think he was sitting there listening? Of course he was. You don't think he got workers that just go around and find out what children of God, what they're talking about, what they like? Okay, dangle that in front of her. Put that very one in front of her. I'm pretty sure you do. And I'm pretty sure you did. We all do that. We don't realize this is a spiritual warfare that we're fighting. He's present. I ain't gonna say he's present everywhere, but he has workers around. He operates in groups. He don't just operate by yourself. He operates in groups. So in your group, in the girlfriends who you be with, I'm pretty sure you guys have talked about this. What type of man y'all want, what type of husband y'all looking for, what type of husband y'all would love to be married to. All of this stuff is basically coming out your mouth. So when you speak these things out your mouth, you're only giving the enemy ammunition. You're only giving him. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge because they've rejected knowledge, right? So this is the knowledge that God has given us to give to you. But if you reject it, guess what? You will be destroyed. So you got to be careful, is what she's saying. You better be careful about your circle and the things that you talk about. It's okay if you want to get together with your girls, but limit yourself in some of the conversations that what they want to talk about. You have to be able to get yourself educated. You have to get yourself educated with your relationship with God on how God operates when it comes to relationship. When it comes to marriage, when God prepares the husband, when God prepares the wife. When you do that, now you are equipped. So when you're in the circle of these people who are talking ignorantly, they don't know, they just running their mouth. You don't have to participate in that conversation. You just sit back and say, girl, do you have anything to say about that? I ain't got nothing to say. Y'all go ahead and talk. Because you understand the importance of not giving the enemy no ammunition. And giving the enemy the advantage of knowing what your weakness is. He already knows. Especially if you already spilled that out your mouth. He listens and he hears that. That's how he's able to tempt us in areas. But when every man when he is tempted, he is tempted of his own lust. His own lust. Not what somebody forced him to do, something that he made a decision to do. So you have to understand that your circle
You got to be very careful about the people who you surround yourself with in this walk of singleness, and you want to keep yourself. You want to keep yourself holy. You want to keep yourself. You got to be careful with who you hang around with.
She says, thank you to you both. I'm listening to everything. Yay! Hopefully it helps a lot. Any other questions? Any more, feedback? I do want to share something with you guys, and this may not be for everybody, but I just finished Time to Heal. This is the newest journal that I just created. You guys told me you wanted a healing journal, and this is a 10-step healing journal. A lot of us are in that process in our life where we're trying to get healed from a lot of things so that God can definitely take us to the next level. This just gives you 10 steps, things that I used for me, from childhood trauma, toxic relationships, broken engagements, you name it. And it's 10 steps. These are the things that God showed me and how he helped me get through everything prior to me meeting him. A lot of times we need to understand that healing has to come first, because if not, you're going to transfer what you've been through and have gone through to somebody else, and that's not fair. I'm not saying you have to be perfect. What I'm saying is there are some things that God really needs to deal with you about, things that you have not yet let go because you don't know how to let go. God would tell me, you need to forgive. Okay, how do I do that? Because I'm still pissed. You need to let that go. How I do that? Because I still see what this person did to me. Remember, when I was a kid, I didn't have a dad. I had so many issues. I didn't have a dad. My family hated me because of the color of my skin. I was the darkest one in the family. Didn't like my gap, didn't like my hair. I was like the black sheep of the family, so I was always felt like I was being rejected, neglected. I didn't feel beautiful. And then I have this man over here who's supposed to love me. He wasn't there for me. So of course, what did I start doing? Making mistakes when it came to men. Picking the wrong men. And then childhood trauma, where things happened to me. I was molested. It was just abusive things that happened to me. And I really needed, something like, God, I couldn't afford therapy. We didn't even know what therapy was. But God was like, what, everything that I told you about healing, I need you to put it in the book. Not just for you, but for somebody else, to help somebody else. So of course, this is not for everybody. But if you are in that realm in your life, so you know what, I know I've been dealing with some stuff that I gotta get rid of this. And you've been struggling, I'm telling you, you can begin your journey with the Time to Kill journal. It has all the strategies that I use, all the coping skills, the prayers, everything that God showed me and told me to do. Now I'm not gonna listen. Let me keep it real.
We see you. I got you, Camille.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. When I was the first, I created this, but I also went back and I did it myself. And there's some things when you're trying to get healed, you got to go back and pluck up the root. Because a lot of things we suppress and we find ourselves acting certain ways or doing certain things and making these same mistakes, and you can't even control it. That's just who you have become. And God is saying you're going to have to go and revisit the trauma. And that's the part that was hard for me. I had to revisit the trauma that caused me so much pain in order for me to give it to God to heal. A lot of people are afraid to heal because of the pain that comes with it. When I went to the hospital, I had to get stuck. I had to get blood. The needle did not feel good, but I had to go through that process to get my healing. It's the same thing in the spirit. There's so many of us that are mad with people that are dead. That's in here. There's so many people who are mad with those who are supposed to love us, but they did not. There's so many I'm gonna tell you somebody else that you need healing from. Yourself. It's easy to forgive sometimes, but sometimes it's hard to forgive yourself. And that's where a lot of us get stuck, in the healing part and also in the forgiving of yourself as well. Well, this journal has everything that Marshall had to go through to get the healing that God gave me. Step by step, everything. Get into the root of everything. So I'm just letting you guys know, if this is something that you want, let me know. And since you're on this live, you can use discount code HEAL20 and get 20% off. Go to theprocesslife.com/journals, and I will put the link in the comments, and you can just put in discount code HEAL20 and get 20% off. It's time to heal. A lot of times we're thinking about relationships, and God says you need a relationship with yourself. You can't go into a relationship when you are messed up inside. Yeah. God wants to dig it so that when you are hooked up, when He hooks you up, you're not bleeding on your spouse. Y'all. So it's time for us to heal from things that, because we don't talk about it, we think it has disappeared. No, that's not true.
Go back to Camille Barker's question.
Okay. If you have any questions about the journal, let me know. I'm going to put the link in the description box. Matter of fact, I'm just going to put the one for the healing, but we have 12 of them. So if you want to just go ahead and look at all of them, you can. So that's the one for the healing, and I'm just going to put the one for all of them. So if you see anything else that you would like to purchase, you can use that same discount code because you're on this live. And look in the comments. All right, let's go up. Camille says, I asked a question earlier, when God says it is finished, but then the most horrible and unimaginable thing happens.
I don't know what that means. Camille, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Sheila says
it is finished.
It is finished, yeah. Sheila says, I can definitely use that resource journal. Okay, I will be happy to send it to you.
Camille Barker, we need for you to break that down, what you really was asking. You said you asked a question earlier, when God says it is finished, but then the most horrible and unmanageable thing happens. We don't know what that. We don't know what you're asking.
I don't think she.
Is she asking that, or is she just making a statement?
Probably making a statement.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, she's making a statement.
Okay.
All right, baby dolls. Jay says, but look at you now, but God. Yes, but God. Look at me now.
Okay, she says so.
All right, Jay, thank you. I'm just reading these right there. Okay. I will be getting mine. Okay, awesome, Jay. Make sure when you guys order, make sure you let me know in the notes. This is Jay from the live, just so I can kind of have a visual who it is. Sheila says, oh my God, you are speaking my life story. Sheila, all of us have probably the same life story. I'm telling you. Camille said, I just want to know why. So it's been very, very challenging and painful these few months. In my spirit, the Lord says it is finished. But then after that, the most horrible and unimaginable things happen. I think this God just wants you to understand, even though no matter what it looks like and what you're going through, you have to trust Him. He has the last say so. It is finished. Give it to Him and let Him take care of it. Let Him deal with the situation.
Yeah. A lot of times we can assume what we think we know when God says it is finished. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what's going on with you. You're trying to already figure out what He meant when He said it. But it's not for you to try to figure out when He says it is finished. He's going to reveal to you what He meant later. You just got to be patient and wait on Him to give you the answer, because it's not going to be what you think. You know, anytime when God says something, it's opposite of what we can think what it is. Yeah. Unless He specifically tells you, this is what I mean when I'm saying this. You know, and 10 times out of 10,
He speaks, he's balanced. Remember, he's going to speak to you directly, specifically, and tell you verbatimly, this is what he wants you to do, or this is what's going to happen. Or he's the other type of way, the way he would tell you something, but he has not given you the clear understanding of what he means. So you seem like you in the situation when he told you something, but he ain't telling you what he mean yet. So
why more pain? I said, yep. Sometimes you just have to.
it's a part. That's a part of the process. When he said it is finished, think about if he said if it's finished. Think about what Christ did.
And the
Christ
pain he was
said
going through.
he said it is finished, but the pain.
The pain don't go away because it is finished.
The pain, yeah, the pain don't go away because it's finished. But at least he's telling you, listen, at least he's telling you and talking to you, telling you it is finished. Instead of leaving you hanging out there and you still ain't hearing nothing from him. You understand?
Okay. You got 4 about 2 years ago, Jay? Wow, nice. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for
Go get on your
He's right here, baby.
Okay.
Where he ready to feed him.
Get off of it. Okay, you gotta feed him. We'll feed you in a minute. Just chill, man.
Well, you guys, it was a pleasure coming and talking to you guys today. Hopefully we can get back into the swing of things. Anything else before we leave? Any more questions, comments, concerns? Again, thank you, Latrice, for the super chat. Thank you to everyone that came out today and say hi and hung out with us. We pray that you guys have an amazing rest of the week. And we will see you guys on the next video.
Absolutely. Peace out, everybody.
Peace out. H-Town. Peace out. You're so welcome, Sheila. Oh, Sheila. Bye-bye. Oh. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Good night.
How you doing?
Let me see right here.